Alright, so let's take a look at some of the my modeling tools. Now the thing is, there are hundreds of tools in Maya for modeling, and then all these little squares you see means that they have options. There you go. So there you go, options. And so, it could take you forever to go through every single one of these. Look at all that, all these, and also with the curves, surfaces, deform. Now, UV is used for UV mapping once you finish modeling and you want to texture your model. So we won't cover that now. But there's a lot of stuff here to get through. Now, basically, when you're modeling, I think after a point, once you get comfortable with modeling, you end up using maybe just 5 or 6 modeling tools, and every now and then you might use like a rare modeling tool for a specific operation. But I'm just going to show you some of the more commonly used modeling tools. So if you just select this cube here, so E, for rotate, let's just rotate it at a certain angle, it doesn't really matter. R, just let's scale it up. And so here we go, we have a cube, and so let's say we just want to do something with this cube, like maybe just, you know, create some, polygons here, or make it bigger. And so right click to go into component mode. So you want to select this face, select it, and you can see that it's red. Now you can hit here the extrude, or just go to edit mesh and extrude. There you go, and then you can just pull it up. There you go, simple as that. Control Z to undo it. Now the reason why I tilted this cube at a certain angle is because I want to show this little option here with this little blue icon here. And so by default, the icon gives us the object space or object mode, which means we are moving in the same direction of the object. So the cube is facing in this direction, and so is the pivot, as you can see. Now if we click on it, it gives us the world view, and the world view is very straightforward. Up means up, left means left, right means right, and then you got forward and backwards means forward and backwards. And so the world view is this way, although the object is facing this way. So let's pull up in the world view, and there you go. And so what you got is a kind of a corner, and so you might prefer that. And so if you hit extrude again, you see by default it's the object mode, which is going in this direction. So you've created something crooked like this, which could be cool if you want to create like a ventilator shaft or something. They tend to not go straight. They tend to like move at angles, and so there you go. So you've got object mode, world mode, object mode. So let's just do it one more time. Click, and so again, object mode is just to follow the direction of the geometry, or click on this world mode and you're going directly upwards. So that's the difference between world and object. And then you got some of the options here. You got thickness, and it's highlighted yellow. You just click on it to highlight it yellow. You see that the cursor changes to like 2 arrows facing opposite directions. So just click the mouse button and drag, and you can see this changing. So that's the thickness, how thick you want it. You got local translation Z. There you go. And then you got offset, and offset makes it smaller this way or larger. Divisions, you add resolution. There you go. Keep faces together. We'll ignore that for now. Scale Z, at the minute it's on 1, and it's scaling in the Z axis for now, so it's making it going like really crazy. And so I'm going to Control Z to undo, just to put that back to 1. And so, this kind of stuff I don't really use, like the scale Z, local translate Z. I tend to like using the pivot. And so divisions is kind of like the most interesting part of this little options box, and also keep faces together, which we'll take a look at in a second. So divisions allows you just to add some resolution. So let's do that. There you go. So we've added 8 divisions there. Alright, so that's that bit done. Now let's just take a look at some other options. So let's go back into face mode, and let's select one face. Now let's say you want to select another face. If you click on it, that face has disappeared. And so if you hold down shift, you add to selection. So I'm holding down shift, click, 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 click. You see I'm adding to selection. And if you want to deselect, just hold down control. There you go. Let's say we want these faces to extrude. Boom. you see we can push them out, but they're pushed out as like one block, as you can see. So we can do keep faces together off, and so if we push it out, you can't really see a difference. However, these components here are not actually attached because we've actually detached them, and the only way to see that is to play around with the offset. There you go. You see, now they've come apart because we've got keep faces together off. So that's good if you want to, you know, add details to your model. And so that's the extrude. And yep, we'll stop there. And next video we'll take a look at another commonly used modeling tool in Maya.